Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome again to another painting tutorial. Today I'll be painting a still life painting and I am just excited to do this one because it is something new to me. I think the last time I did something like this was maybe in 2017 and one in 2021 or 2022. I seldom do this type of painting, but we'll do this. And as you can see here, my canvas paper is already painted black because we'll be using a dark background, black background. Okay, so we'll be using dark colors today, neutral, lots of browns because we'll be painting an old book with a lamp, like on the table. So I'm gonna sketch first the subject. By the way, I'm using uh, what's the size of this canvas paper? I'm using a 12 by 16 canvas paper. And I really like the texture of this. It's from Frederick's. So I got them from Michael's. All right. So it's pretty dry now because I painted it before I started the video. So I'm going to sketch first the subject. And for the sketch, I'll be using, oh, by the way, I haven't mentioned the colors. But even if I failed to mention it, the colors will be listed in the description box below. So we have titanium white, okay, just for you to to see. Titanium white, black, burnt sienna, red, and orange, or yellow, I mean. So for the sketch, I'll be using my white just for you to be able to see it against this canvas. So we'll be first drawing where the table is. So again, you color first your canvas paper with some black color. I just did not include that in the video because for me, it's just a waste of time, looking at me painting it with black paint. So this will be, it's like 1/3 of your canvas paper if you're using a 12 by 16 canvas paper. And now let me underpaint that again with some brownie colors. As you can see, my paintbrush is really black because I use it in underpainting my canvas paper. So I'm going to use my burnt sienna and yellow. Okay. And I'm just going to drag it horizontally right here. Okay. You can wet your paintbrush so that it glides smoothly on the canvas. And yes, we have to paint over the sketch line. We don't need that anymore. So I use white only for purposes of visibility so that you can see it. But we actually don't need that color. All right, again, just fill in this space. And it doesn't have to be perfect because we'll be painting a very, oh, no, not very, but quite dramatic still life painting. A painting is dramatic when, at least to me, a painting is dramatic when it reminds you of an old memory, let's say an old lamp, an old book, everything that is like old and rugged. Yeah, it's dramatic for me. All right. So I'm gonna grab my black and somehow apply it very randomly across the table line so that you create that, natural colors of the wood. You can even add some brown just for it to look more natural. Some black colors here and there. Again, the purpose is only for it to be natural. And we'll be applying some yellowy colors. So I'll be getting my yellow color. Just lightening some areas. Okay. Okay. Don't focus too much on this area because this is just the table part. Um, we can always go back to this later when the book is already done. Okay, now that we've done the table where the things will be placed, we're gonna get a smaller brush. I mean, I'm gonna get it so that I can sketch it for you. So we'll be sketching the book. So I'll be using white again just for sketching purposes. So the book will be right here on top of this table, and there will be a lamp right here. So it's quite dramatic because it's an old book with some eyeglasses. So I don't know how you're going to define a dramatic painting, um, but for me, anything that um, uh, that presuppose a memory, an old memory. Okay. So again, we're just what they call this, sketching it. If I commit a mistake, it's fine. I'm just gonna go and correct that. But basically, this will be the shape of it. So make this like that. Okay. So it's like that. Okay. The book will be this thick. Remember when you're doing something like this, always look at the perspective. I'm gonna link in the description box below the old books by the window that I did in 2022. Okay, so you can see here. So there will be some old pages, and I just love painting old pages because you don't have to follow any strict lines. You just have to follow the basic line. So basically, this is the shape of the book that will be placed on the table. I'm just so excited. It's been a while, guys. It's been a while since the last time I painted something like this. And I think the first time I did something like this was when I was just starting my painting journey back in 2017, maybe 2018. And I'm just so excited. Okay, so for the color of the pages, we'll be using old colors, meaning pages that have gone through the years. I know that you've seen that type of color. It's more of a yellow ochre type of thing, but I'm just gonna use the colors that I have here on my palette. I'm gonna mix my brown and yellow to get some yellow ochre color. I'm gonna add a little bit of black. So if you have yellow ochre, you can use that. So I'm gonna use this color. Okay, maybe I'm gonna use what they call it, a wider brush because this will take time. So I'm just gonna use a wider brush and get the same color. Okay. Okay. So again, if you have yellow ochre, you can use that. Just tone it down by adding black to it, the color. Okay, this will just make our paper more old looking. I'm gonna mix again my browns and yellows. Okay, let's try. I think this is more brown. Um, And of course, the colors of the lamp, I mean, the light effects given by the lamp will also affect the color of the book because uh, That's how light play comes into play when it comes to visuals. Okay, so that's basically the shape of it. I'm gonna get my black. I'm just gonna darken some areas right here just to give it some spaces. Using black. And of course, don't forget to darken the middle section. Okay, just like that. Okay, and here as well. You can definitely use a smaller brush, okay, but I would like to use the brush that I already have. Okay, just like that. And then I'm gonna wash my brush out just to remove some white paint. Or maybe I'm just gonna use my other brush. Gonna get my black and brown. Make sure that the black is more dominant color. And we're gonna go right here to give it shadow. Just to give our book some shadow. And you have to go right here, down here. Okay, just like that. And then, okay, gonna get some more yellow ochre color. And I'm gonna lighten some areas. You want some light play going on? Hmm. Here I go again with the finger painting. I'm just lightening some areas because the pages cannot be all yellow. That would be really, really gross. Okay. I'm gonna get some more light browns and we'll add some tiny tears on the paper. Tiny tears and tiny folds. By the way, I'm going to use black just to separate this book from the background a little bit because it's like floating in. Okay, it should not be looking like floating there or just pasted on the wall. It should have some dimension. So I'm just going to darken the space between the book and the table. All right, I'm going to use a smaller brush because I need more detailing. Yeah, again, we're just adding some folds. Adding some detailing. These details that I'm doing will only add age to the book. Okay, meaning we really want it to look old, worn out, just used. It means that it was read many times, flipped through many times. Gonna add a little bit of brown right here. Okay. We want to make it look natural, so we're doing this technique. And then we're going to create some black detailing near the binding area. Okay. I'm gonna wet my brush a bit just for me to be able to apply the paint smoothly on certain areas. Okay. We're gonna use a little bit of black just to darken The pages, again, we want to make it look old. Okay. You know the scent of old books? Sometimes I love those scent because it gives me that feeling that I'm reading a treasure book, like something that not everyone can have. Okay. We will definitely go back to this area later. I just want to go into the lamp thing right beside it. I mean behind it, so that we can move on. We will definitely go back to this area. I just want the paint to dry even more. Okay, and by the way, let's lighten a bit the bottom part of the table. So I'm gonna use my, yeah, the yellow and brown color combination, and I'm just gonna lighten it a bit because we wanna do light and we wanna emphasize the contrast between the dark colors of the shadows and um, the highlighted portion of the book and the table. So we cannot darken everything. There should be some lighter areas. And that will be consistent with the presence of a lamp. Because if it's all dark, the light is, not consistent with it. So I'm gonna get my burnt sienna. And I'm just gonna go in between that dark colors, the shadow, and the light color of the table, just to give it some transition. Okay, a little bit of brown here and there. Okay, great. Okay, we will definitely go back to this. All right, let's move on to the lamp right here. So for the lamp, we should have a more like steady hand because a lamp is it should be more or less straight, especially on a glass. Okay, so I'll be using my white. Now, if the shape of your lamp becomes a little bit crooked, it's fine. Don't worry too much. It's not something that we cannot change. We can always change it. So the lamp will be right here, steady as possible. But the key to having a steady hand when painting is to relax your hand. Okay, like that. And then I'm gonna go and make the top. Okay, that will be the lid. Actually, this is just the beginning. We're gonna add more right here. Remember that it's in the back. Okay. It's like a little tiny house. Okay. I'll be using my white, but water down just to give it some glass suggestion. Just like that. Gonna get a bit of white, just a tiny bit. Actually, it has a little bit of brown. Okay, just like that. So this will be the candle, the lamp. Okay. So I'm gonna get my red and I'll be mixing it with black. Just make sure that red is more dominant. Okay. So I'm gonna get my red with black, and I'm gonna create tiny bit of candle. It's a very, the candle should be already used up. Okay. This is to suggest that the person reading the book has already been reading the book for like for hours, meaning the candle has already almost running out. Okay. I'm gonna get my orange. I'm just gonna mix my red with the yellow color. And using this color, let's go up and apply the color right here. We have to wait for this to dry so that we can layer it properly. We cannot rush this. This is fire, and I love also painting fire. Like that. And I'm gonna use this color, the same color on my paintbrush, just around. Okay. Maybe I'm gonna add a little bit of red because I feel like it's not red enough. And I'll be using water and of course my finger to just spread it evenly around the candle that we just did. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna get my red, more red. All right. Okay. This is a just light. Okay, I'm gonna get a little bit of orange. And some light pink. Good. And we're gonna darken this area. Gonna get my white and yellow. And we will go right to the fire section. We'll be doing it wet on wet. Okay, we'll be using a little bit of blue color. Just like that. And we'll be using the same color just to brighten the center of this fire. Okay. And I want you to soften it by using your fingers. I'm getting my yellow, which is more of technique really, because you have to be patient. You will keep on layering. You will keep on layering and painting over what you just did, but it's not a useless technique. It's actually working in your favor. You just have to be patient. Okay, just like this. Soften it. Try to soften it. Don't be impatient. Don't rush. It's okay. You have all the time. I'm gonna get my pure white. I'm gonna start. Okay, it's actually graying. So let's start layering the middle section. Okay, just like that. More orange. And I'm gonna get some red. And be soft. Okay, some yellow. All right. I'm gonna get a little bit of blue. You know how super tiny hint of blue? It's not gonna be a lot, not a lot really. But I'm gonna get it and I'm gonna place it right here. Suggestion of blue color. I'm gonna add a little bit of brown. Okay. And using this blue color, I'm just gonna apply a little bit of blueness here and there on the book, making the book look more rugged and worn out. Okay. Now I'm gonna dry brush a bit. I'm gonna get my white. Okay. But I'm gonna dry brush. So I'm gonna remove the excess paint, the excess water, and I'm just gonna dry brush along the page like this. On the page, I mean. Okay, just like this, making it really, really dramatic. And you can still see some white pages, only that It's stained. I mean, they're all stained. I'm gonna get some yellow browns. I'm just mixing my yellow, brown, and white. And again, while waiting for the flame to dry, let's add some more details. Like this. Hey, that's nice. Okay. A little bit of yellowy color. It's really up to you what stains you would like to apply here. But I think the yellowy colors are really nice to suggest age. Okay, some highlights using white. Okay, and let's go over and create some negative spacing between pages, which means we're going to go over the pages by applying some black paints in between. And also don't forget to apply some shadows under the book. And you want to make sure that you separate the folds, from the book to suggest um, dimension. Always add some separation lines. Like this one. We are definitely not done with the flame, and we're definitely not done with the book. Okay. So I'm gonna get my gray color. And then let's create some like the handle. Handle. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna get my white. Okay, and then I'm gonna get my yellow. Okay. That. I'm gonna get some gray color. And we're gonna apply a little bit of gray color right here. And also here. Okay. Okay, a little bit of browns. Okay, just like that. And some highlights to suggest glass. I keep on touching the wrong color. I would like to get my pure white, but I keep dragging my black. Okay. And then some yellow. Okay, now we're gonna do some details on the book. Okay, we're gonna go back to the lamp later, but we're gonna do some detailing on the book because I really want to do something. Okay, I'm gonna get my black and I'm just gonna write something. You can do anything. This will be a suggestion of what you would like to write. You can actually write the exact word that you want, but I don't want to do that. So this is like a journal. Okay. Let me just fix this area. Okay. I'm just gonna add some dark colors. Dark red colors. Okay. Yeah, like that. I like it. Okay, like that. And now let's do some, I'm gonna do it. Let's do some glasses. So I'll be using black, okay? Actually, it's my first time to do something like this. Okay, like that. The sun is actually hitting my area. Okay, just like that. Okay. Okay, suddenly the sun is right here. Um, I'm sorry about the sun, guys. Hmm. I'm gonna try to cover it. I'm gonna try to cover that sun. So I'm gonna, because we don't want the sun, okay? We don't want the sun. Okay. So I finally was able to move my material or um my painting stuff where the sun is not shining too brightly. So let's continue. So we already made the glasses. Okay. We're just gonna get our white and we're gonna put some highlight on the glasses. Not too much. Remember that we're trying to do an old subject. I'm gonna mix it with brown and black to make it a little more like rustic. Rustic? Is that even applicable here? Okay, like that. Mhm. Okay, some browns. And we're gonna add a little bit of shadowing under the shade, under the glasses. Just darken it a bit. Try to darken where the glasses are. And also make some refraction, meaning um, the text would look different when it's under the glass. So I think I have to make some corrections here along this area. So the text of the book should appear more slanting due to refraction. Okay, let's just fix the shape of the glass. Okay. Now we're going to do a little bit of glazing. So I'm going to use my black. Okay, and I'm just going to glaze this area more dark, simply because this area should be dark. And you can see that my canvas really sensitive. Okay, just like that. Darkening. Okay, let's darken it. This side. Okay. And a little bit of darkening here. Mhm. See? Okay, so I'm gonna add a little bit of gray color. Let's add some gray. Using some brown and black. I'm gonna add a little bit of grayish yellowy color right here because the light is very near this area. I'm going to add a little bit of shadow. All right, let's check. Okay. Let's add some more detail. Then black. Okay. We can highlight even more the light. And then using some yellowy color, we can glaze this part with some yellow. Again, just to give it light play, not to really paint over anything, but to just give it some light. Yeah, like that. I want to get my red. And some black. Okay. Like that. I'm gonna add a little bit of brown. I can't talk. Right here. And some more detailing. I'm gonna get my red. I mean my white, and let's make this light or candle more bright. All right. Wow. Almost done. Okay, so this is looking nice already. So I'm gonna sign this now. I'm just gonna sign this now. I don't wanna stress so much about this anymore. I'm gonna sign right here. Okay, so we're finished. We're finished. And I hope you enjoy that one. This is quite different from the usual ones that I do. And I just hope that you learned something new from this. And I just hope that, it gave you a new idea what to paint or what you would like to paint. So see you in my next one. And I hope you enjoy that one. Bye, guys. Love you.